Okay, y'all, the North Carolina housing market is making headlines in 2025 and for a good reason. We are ranked number three in the nation for fastest growing housing inventory. That means more homes are hitting the market, and on the surface, that sounds like good news for buyers. But here's the catch: more inventory doesn't automatically translate to better affordability. Nationwide, active listings in July climbed nearly 25% year over year. That marks the 21st straight month of growth, and North Carolina has been leading the charge. If you remember, during the pandemic, North Carolina was one of the hottest spots in the country for real estate. People were flocking here for jobs, lifestyle, and affordability compared to other states. But what we saw in these years was record low inventory, multiple offers, prices climbing, low interest rates, and all at breakneck speed. Now inventory is rebounding. Buyers are finally seeing more options than we have in years. Instead of five homes to choose from, they may now have 15 or 20. That changes the dynamic of the market, and in some cases, it eases competition. But here's where it gets a little tricky. Affordability is still a massive challenge. Mortgage rates remain elevated compared to just a few short years ago. And while inventory is climbing, prices aren't exactly falling. In fact, in many parts of North Carolina, home values are holding strong or sometimes ticking upward. So even with more choices, many buyers are still feeling locked out because their monthly payments are higher than they might anticipate. For sellers, this is an interesting market too. You can no longer price your home at yesterday's peak and expect buyers to line up at the door. We have to be strategic, realistic, and ready to compete with more listings than we've seen in years. But the good news for sellers is that North Carolina continues to attract new residents. Demand hasn't disappeared, it's just adjusting. So, what does this all mean if you are buying or selling in 2025? Well, buyers should know that patience is paying off. You finally have more inventory to choose from, but you'll need to work closely with a professional who can guide you through affordability strategies, whether that's negotiating seller credits, exploring rate buydowns, or simply understanding which markets still offer strong value. Sellers, on the other hand, need to be intentional with pricing and presentation. The days of list it and forget it are gone. This market rewards homes that are priced right and marketed well. North Carolina remains one of the most desirable places to live in the country, and that demand isn't slowing down. The real shift happening right now is balance. More homes are available, buyers have choices, but affordability is the factor shaping decisions on both sides of the table. If you are thinking about making a move, don't let headlines scare you. Instead, let's have a conversation about your goals, your timing, and the strategies that can work for you in this evolving market. Have a grand day from Grand Allure Home Group.